Hello and welcome to another episode of the Long Hop Cricket Podcast. This is episode number 4 and we're covering the third one-day international between Bangladesh and England. I'm here with Dave as usual and what have you been doing today then, Dave, before we get into the cricket?
I had the unfortunate life test.
Life test.
It is, isn't it? Cars.
They are a ball ache.
And that is one of the unfortunate life tests you get when you grow older.
Oh.
Is that yesterday your car will run smoothly and be beautiful and gets you to from A to B, and you don't give it a second thought, do you? Because you take cars now for granted so much.
Yes.
Especially
absolutely.
when you move up. If you go, obviously us being fairly young, started off with crappy cars.
Yeah.
And getting older, you move up into cars that you'll be with for the rest of your life, kind of thing, in the same group.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to take my car in for a little bit of trouble it's been having.
Right.
And it happened yesterday. I had a couple of lights throw up on the dashboard.
Right.
So gone into the garage and said, blah, 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 blah. Gave me a few questions.
Right.
And because I said the words, the performance has changed in the car, they upped my hourly bill for diagnosis.
Right.
From £45. If I just told them that. Yeah,
right.
It takes 1 hour to do a diagnosis,
yeah,
right? No, it takes either half an hour or 1 hour.
Okay.
£45 would have been half an hour.
Right.
And that's because I would have said, oh, I've got 2 lights flash up on my dashboard. But I said, the performance is changing in the car. They said, we've got to do a road test.
That's an hour.
So it's gone to over £90. £90 before anything's been done.
That's just to find out how much they're then going to charge you.
And it's like, who am I employing? A Premier League footballer?
No, but isn't it? He's got to stop having his cup of tea and his
drive
sandwich
my car up the road and back.
that you've destroyed.
The clutch might be.
So
I'm slightly concerned about that, actually, because it might come out being really expensive.
yeah, I don't know how much. Yeah, clutches can be a bit.
Well, it's not going to write the car off.
No.
But how's your day been?
Yeah, all right.
Better than mine?
Yeah.
Good.
Last night I drank quite a lot of beer, which I haven't done for ages, and I felt horrible all day.
Hangover?
Yeah, just trying to recover.
You got any hangover tips? You haven't you? Bananas and water before bed?
yeah. Just pile as much, I'm talking like 6 or 7 pints of water and just sit down and get on with it when you get back. It's not worth it, really. I don't think.
No,
Getting drunk in
it
that.
certainly doesn't taste as nice as drinking lemonade all night, does it?
No, exactly. Or hot chocolate. It doesn't match up. And I also get guilt during the night about having the hangover, even though I don't have it yet.
I think you're concerned of the hangover.
Yeah.
Hangover doesn't bother me. It's that the opportunity might arise of me throwing up that scares me.
It doesn't bother me. The throwing up. Anyway, right.
We
We got off subject. Yeah.
Actually, I think there's a few things I want to bring up regarding cricket that's happened in the week.
Go on.
That isn't regarding our ODI we'll cover in a minute or so.
Right.
The first thing is Australia have just been beaten. They've just been whitewashed in the ODI. 5-0 by South Africa in South Africa. 5-0.
5.
This is their worst ever ODI series.
I don't think they're in a lull, aren't they, Australia?
They're bringing in new
With
players, aren't they?
All forms of cricket, they've been struggling.
They're not doing great. And I watched the game. It was the last ODI. It was great. Warner makes a big 117, ends up on the losing team. But I think that's just to note that down.
South Africa look good though, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely do.
They look good.
They've got a strong batting lineup, and the bowlers now seem to be doing it forever, haven't they? Really?
Yeah.
The next thing I wanted to just briefly speak about was Mark Wood. We find out that Woody has been bowling for his county previously, before the season ended, with a stress fracture in his foot. So he'll be ruled out for some time. They're saying that, though.
Stress fracture's I don't think that's a huge deal. He's going to have to rest it. He'll be out for a while, but it's not career-threatening or anything.
Whether he would have gotten a team with the likes of Jake Ball doing so well. And obviously Jimmy Anderson's out of the Bangladesh tour, but yeah, Woody's been
Yeah, I don't think
affected
it'll
by
be a
injuries.
massive miss, to be honest.
And Wokes is so good enough.
Yeah,
But the big
we're
news
fine.
that I don't know if it's brand new news. I just found it out. Searching through maybe Twitter or BBC Sport covered
Go
it.
on.
Guess where England will be having their first ever day-night match?
What?
Against West Indies next
what,
summer.
what do you mean? What, a test match?
Yep.
A day-night test match?
Edgbaston.
Why are they doing that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, nor did I until I found out yesterday, I think.
Or will that be with a pink ball?
It's a pink ball with maybe a black seam or a white seam.
For God's sake.
At Edgbaston, which
Well, it's just not going to be the same game, is it?
it doesn't make any
Because
sense.
you need the red ball.
Because Test cricket in England isn't dying. It's not doing...
Yeah.
But Test cricket in Edgbaston is definitely not dying. Edgbaston's a stronghold for England.
I reckon
cricket.
they think they'll get a good crowd, though, who will be up.
But they
for
always get a good
going
crowd
into
there
the
during
night.
the
Yeah,
days
but
anyway.
but they don't want it to people just be going home.
West
when it
Indies
gets
is
dark.
one of those tours as well that might not bring in the biggest crowd. It's definitely not
exactly. So I think it's probably, if you're going to do it, it's probably a good place to.
But I was thinking, if you're going to do it, then why not bring in places where the crowds don't do well? A Durham or a
But I don't
Cardiff?
think. Yeah, but
Or are they just thinking, you know what, let's go cash cow, let's go Edgbaston?
yeah. Because if it's a real big success, then they can put it somewhere else, and people will go, "Oh,
We
it
should
looks
probably try and
brilliant."
get tickets with it being down the road. Go to the first ever England
That would be cool.
day
Night.
night. I think it's like 3:30 till 9.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, so maybe we'll look into that.
3:30 till 9.
Yeah, around that.
Uh-huh.
No, it's cut off at 9.
Okay.
9, 9:30. So that's quite big news, isn't
That's
it?
cool.
Really?
Yeah, that's cool.
I think.
I hope it doesn't become a thing, though. I hope it becomes a separate format on its own if it's gonna. If
no,
it's
I don't
gonna
mind
stay.
it coming into Test cricket. I just don't want it to be. I want it to be go to venues or countries where Test cricket's not doing very well. I don't know if it needs to be in England.
It's not going to be as good as Test matches in the day with a red ball. As soon as you start changing the colour of it, it won't do as much as the brand new red ball does, and it won't be the same.
Though,
but it is
done
interesting.
wonders. Arguably, done wonders for football, hasn't it? We've got European nights under the lights. That's where it started from, isn't it? Midweek games in the evenings was European nights, and now we see Friday night football, we see Monday night football, we see the cups played in the weeks under the lights. I think it's used as, it's obviously used as, we need to save Test cricket. Let's plough money into giving the fans an easier chance of going into the games. Because you think for us to travel to London to go to a Lord's Test match where it's going to be filled out day in day out, we've got to pay premium rates on the trains.
Right.
We're going in at peak time.
Yeah.
This knocks out that peak time. 3:30 till 9.
Right.
So it makes it easy for people to travel to. And also makes it easy for people to, let's say, I'll go and have a half day at work. I think it's a good thing, but we'll have to wait and see how it affects the game.
Yeah.
But let's power on through to
it won't be the same.
the England versus Bangladesh.
Yeah, England won the toss, didn't they? And put Bangladesh in.
They chose the bowl first, which doesn't surprise me actually. I think England are terrified of the Jew, and also
I don't think the Jew is such a big deal.
No, I think it. They don't want to bowl with a Jew, and they don't. And if they make Bangladesh bowl with a Jew, their spinners don't come into effect as much.
Well, it was spinning like mental on that pitch.
Yeah, but if you go and look at the Bangladesh bowlers, spinners didn't bowl through.
No, but it was spinning.
Yeah, but it's harder to grip a wet ball, right?
Yeah.
So I think. So I wasn't surprised to see England go ahead and bowl first. I think they wanted to get similar conditions. I think England, we don't get that much. The Dew comes really late, doesn't it? Because our twilight in England during the summer is 8 or 9 o'clock, and that's coming towards the end of the game, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
So, do you want me to run through the Bangladesh?
Yeah, go on then.
Give this a quick one. Iqbal 45, Kays 46, Rahman 49, Mahmudullah 6, Raheem 67 off 62, not out. Al Hassan 4, Nazir Hussain 4, and Mossadegh Hussain 30 of 39 not out. So Bangladesh made 277 off for 6.
Competitive, isn't it?
I think it's a good score.
Yeah, I do as well because the pitches have been really
Slow. That one was slow.
Yeah, like dying in the surface of the pitch.
And we saw balls later on in keep low, and we saw it spin really early on for Rashid. Moeen not so much, but Rashid definitely was able to spin the ball.
Who was
really
Plunkett replacing?
David. Oh, of course, David Willey has. I don't think he's injured. I think Plunkett was injured for the first game.
Right.
So they brought in Ball. And then because Ball played so well, Plunkett couldn't come back in. So they thought, we'll take Willie out and bring in Plunkett for Willie. And we've got another change in the England team. Sam Billings comes in for the injured Jason Roy.
What's he done?
Sam Billings?
No. Roy, what's he done?
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's anything serious. Well, he's not in the other game until India, so it's not in the test team. And there's no T20s in this tour, so...
I don't know why Liam Plunkett gets in this team. Why is he still how old is he now?
He's been around for forever and a day, hasn't he?
He just and I watched the highlights. I didn't manage to watch any of the game. He just bowls short.
Though the thing
and
is,
in a pitch like that, especially, you
England
can't bowl
today.
short.
England didn't bowl well. I've seen him bowl worse. I've seen him bowl a lot better.
But on a slow pitch, and every pitch has been slow, so it's not like it was a surprise. Why are you bowling halfway down the pitch?
Yeah, all the England bowlers seem to be bowling short. It's because I think bowling short worked well for them in the second ODI. It's a different pitch. This one was even slower than the one beforehand. So the likes of Wokes and Plunkett struggled today.
I thought Wokes looked all right in the highlights from
66 off 8.
But he was doing a lot with the new ball. It looked like it was moving a lot.
Yeah,
and off the pitch as well.
I caught the end of that innings. What I don't understand is, maybe you'll understand this better playing the game, and that is why does a captain say, okay, let's say Wokes is one of the best bowlers,
right?
Why would the captain? He's had a bad day, right?
Okay,
he's gone for runs like he has today. He's been going at 8.25.
So he's already bowled badly.
Why are you saying when you've got overs from Ball, Plunkett, and Stokes haven't bowled out towards the death, thinking, right, Wokes might be one of the best bowlers. We'll give him a couple more overs. But he hasn't bowled well, and the Bangladeshis have liked the look of him. And he went for runs again in the final few overs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it the idea of?
I don't know if they think he is their best death bowler.
It kind of annoys me because it's like, Stokes has only bowled 5 overs. Ball only bowled 8. Plunkett bowled 9.
You don't know the plan they've got, do you? It might be. Look,
the plan of bowling shot today didn't work.
Well, I don't think I can't imagine that was ever a plan. It's just bad bowling.
Well,
you can't.
It worked last game.
Who's come up with the plan of bowling short on a slow pitch?
The problem is with this.
To be fair, saying that, how many wickets did Rashid get with the long hop? Huh.
Yeah, well, you got
long hop. And then, they were squaring up, getting ready to smash it through the leg side, and it was turning a lot, and then they were sort of playing that half-hearted.
Rashid got 2 wickets.
Extra cover slap and
Rashid
getting
got
caught.
2 wickets with the long hop.
Yeah.
And 1 with the one that doesn't bounce, the full toss. But he got 1 really good wicket, got the batsman coming forward, edge behind. Fantastic wicket. That's what Rashid does, though, doesn't he? He's not actually consistent. When he pitches the ball up and it spins,
he was ripping it as well.
He looks $1 million, doesn't he? But we do see a few.
He bowls a lot of variations as well, which is cool. I like watching him bowl.
I like watching him bowl.
I think it's really good. I hope he gets in the test team.
I think maybe.
He should.
I think he will after being man of the match today. And he's done well during his ODIs. Though he does offer that for every good over he bowls, the next over will have a long hop, right?
Bad ball gets wickets.
We've seen Moeen get peppered around.
Yes,
and
but he does. But Rashid bowls the odd bad ball, not every bad ball.
Well, I think Rashid's got. I would say
Rashid's a way better spinner. It's not even an argument, is it?
But Rashid isn't along the lines of a Graham Swan where the accuracy is so brilliant.
But Swanee had bad days as well.
But they weren't. We can't. I don't think you can compare Swanee and Rashid.
Not yet, because Rashid hasn't played Test matches.
No, but I think Swanee is in a league of his own.
Because Swanee got battered towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
Once people decide, we're just going to go after him, like in that Ashes, his last tour, they just decide we'll just go after him, and actually, he just got completely taken apart.
Rashid's 28 now.
I know. He's been around for ages, and they just don't pick him. I don't know what's going on. But anyway.
So Rash picks up...
He got 4, didn't he?
4 off his... So he 43 off his 10. For somebody who bowled, it looked like the only balls they were going to score off was his long on.
Yeah.
You know? To go 4.3 is brilliant. Moeen went great as well. 42 off his 10. Picked up a wicket.
Mm-hmm.
Stokes did well. Only bowled a 5. 24 off, and he got 1. And then, so that was, they must have, there's only 6 wickets went down in the innings. The batting, Iqbal, 40, you're looking at that scorecard, though, and a lot of players get in.
Yeah, well, the top order.
Only see 277 on the board. When I say only, that 5 years ago, that would have been a great score, but...
45, 46, 49.
67 not out and a 38 not out.
Yeah.
And...
that could have been a lot bigger, actually.
Yeah, those players get in, or something happens. And it's the same with England innings, and we'll move on to that shortly. But
I think when you have a pitch that's really slow, I think you can just.
Do you have more license
getting in is much harder, I think, because the pitch.
You have license to bat at a slower pace as well.
Yeah,
right?
well, I don't think you can get used to the pace so well, because it changes. Some stick in the pitch and some don't. Some are skidding through. Whereas when you get a genuine good pitch, those guys would have probably gone on and done much better. So makes it an interesting game, though.
I think the pick of the Bangladesh batsman was the not out Rahim, 67 or 62. Again, it was one of those ones where...
they had a good start, though.
And a good end, a really good end.
The openers did really well.
Bangladesh looked to take it away from England towards the end as well, which we've seen...
yeah, they did that last time, didn't they?
Happened twice on this
38, 39. How can England not be getting the last few wickets?
Well, it's so strange because in the first game they knocked them over, 5 for 9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, and maybe is it down to experience with England bowlers? You need to learn how to.
I don't think so.
Or is it just that's how the game works now? The last 10 overs are going to be an
I think tail enders have more confidence now than they ever did before. So the game's changing.
They're only 6 wickets down going into the last 10,
and you can go out looking like the Michelin Man and just swing a 3-pound bat at it. Which I don't think any of them bat with a 3-pound bat.
I think that's about it for the.
Yeah.
I know you're a bit hot on wides. 11 wides this time. It's not brilliant, but it's not.
The only reason I brought that up in the first one is because we were under such a cosh for runs, and they bowling wides. That's what annoyed me. Not how many, although that's what it sounded.
Do you want to move on to the England innings?
Yeah. James Vince, 32 off 37. Again, he's not doing it, is he? Sam Billings, 62 off 69. Duckett got another 60, 63 off 68. Johnny Bairstow, 15 off 18. Ben Stokes, 47 off 48, not out. Butler got 25 off 26. Moen just the 1 off 3. Wokes got a 27 off 18, not out.
And so England picked off 278 for 6 to win the game off 47.5 overs. And
really nice 6 to win the game.
Yeah, and Stokes' before that was pretty sweet.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. That was a slower ball, I think. Slower ball, and he's decided he's going to smash it before he's bowled it. Yeah. And then he's come down the pitch and just absolutely melted it.
So Murtaza picks up the 251 off his 10. He's been great, hasn't he, Murtaza? Throughout this series.
Yeah, so the captain.
The captain's
He's
bowled
done
well
really
and
well.
he batted
He's
well
done
last
really
game.
well. He has.
Islam picks up 6 for 61 off 9.5. While the only other Nazir Hussain picks up 1 for 53 off 7, expensive. And Mossaddiq Hussain, 1 for 22 off 4.
What do you think England won this series or Bangladesh lost it?
Bangladesh lost it, didn't they? Is that harsh to say? Because England fought back really well. But did they in the first game?
The first game,
but did
isn't
Bangladesh
it?
throw it out the window that game?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bangladesh lost.
This game,
definitely lost that
England
one.
had to bat well. This is probably the strongest time they've played, isn't it,
right.
today? England have had to bat
so
well.
Really, Bangladesh should have won this series.
They could have won that first one, and they should obviously won the second one.
Yeah, they definitely should have won the first one.
This was actually, I think you left quite lacklustre after the second game because it looked like England of old.
What do you mean? The second game?
Yeah.
Right.
Finding yourself at 150 for whatever it was, 7, and getting 200 all out. In this game, we batted really well. Again, there's a lot of starts in there, right?
Yeah, well,
I think if we were chasing
we have, haven't we?
Higher total, or we were batting first, we'd have made up and over 300 today.
Have England got 100 in this series?
Ben Stokes.
Yeah, Ben Stokes, that's right.
Great 100.
Yeah.
So
there's only been 2 though, isn't there? Across both teams.
Yeah. Kays and 100 and Kays and Stokes, isn't it? Well, we've got to talk about Vince, haven't we?
Shows the pitch. Talk about who, sorry?
Vince.
Yeah, well...
It's a typical Vince.
He's done better. That's not bad.
I'm happy
Opening,
with that.
yeah. And he hasn't wasted... It's not like he's got 32 off 70 balls. And it's like...
But Vince doesn't do that. It's typical Vince innings. Looks amazing at the crease. Looks really good at the crease and then gets himself out. This time it was an LBW.
Played across the line.
It was something quite interesting I heard about
He walked
Vince.
a long way across his stumps, though. He's quite unlucky not to get outside the line.
Yeah.
Because he went a long way and then missed it.
I heard something, I think it was during the Pakistan series, the test series this is, about Vince. And they in the Sky Sports team, their stat analysis guy had run a test on how Vince scores his runs. And a big percent...
Do you mean where he scores his run? All right, okay.
And a big percent of his runs come through boundaries.
Yeah.
So is it this thing of we come to international cricket and the bowlers get better, so you get less bad balls,
Right.
So less opportunities for boundaries, and that dries them up, and we see him getting in and looking great and then getting himself out because he hasn't got that release, or because he doesn't make his way onto a big score and then get out. Because even though this one you'd be happy with, it can't save him in an
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is quite interesting because from my experience of playing, when you play really badly batting, because you go through massive, especially when you're not very good, huge stints of not doing well batting, really long times, and it's horrible.
And Vince is in one of these.
Right. And for me, I start doing a lot better with taking singles. It's amazing how many singles there actually are. You can get, I know village cricket is slightly different, right? But seriously, there are so many runs that you don't take.
And if Vince's game isn't set up that way to take singles, it's to hit boundaries.
Well, you can't. There's no. That's not true. There's no one's game. There's not a batsman that isn't set up to take singles.
No, but he scores. What works for him is scoring boundaries. That's
he can hit boundaries, but he can still.
But that's something you might want to improve on, right?
Absolutely, it would make a huge difference.
Yeah, we're probably done with seeing him for a couple of seasons, though, don't you think?
I don't think he.
It's a shame because you don't ever want to see anyone.
He might come back. He probably will. He looks quality.
Yeah,
he looks like he is good enough. He's just obviously got some sort of mental block at the moment.
It would be nice for him to go
working for him.
Go away and next summer.
He might kill it when he goes back to the county scene.
And he can work out his game.
Yeah.
He can take advice from his England teammates and coach and stuff and go and kill it on the county scene and then come back revitalised, if you like. Billings and Duckett
Did well, didn't they?
gives selectors a slight headache. I'm not saying they're going to make their way back into this team. I don't think they can at the moment, but how nice is it to have two young lads?
Duckett looks really good.
Well, he's been really good this series.
Yeah.
Okay, a 60, a Duck and a 60.
I'd like to see him get in the test team as well. Or be in with a shout.
Yeah, I think
he looks
definitely is
quality.
now.
Yeah. Replacing James Vince.
So I think it's great to see those two do well. You know, Billings, he's only ever opened a batting once before.
Really?
For his county. Yeah, in ODI.
Oh, so they've just bodged him in there. Where's he usually bat then?
Low down, like 4 or 5.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, fair play then.
So he's done well there.
He did really well. He looked good as well. He looked, he batted properly. He didn't look, like someone like Mo, who you can tell is not meant to be batting that high up.
Billings and Duckett both have all the shots, don't they? They can play the 360
Duckett's got all them weird reverse.
Yeah.
Well, and you said when we were watching it, he gets himself out with it though, doesn't he? Like the way he got out.
But it's just become part of the game now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah, but that's not an excuse. But like, what's he do? He was on the stump. So if he'd have missed it, I think it would have been very close to bowling him. Why is he? It's just a weird shot. I know there's a huge gap there because there was only the wicket, wasn't there? There was no slips or anything, or no third man. I don't think. But
it's going the other. Well, he's trying to play it the other way, isn't he? He's trying to play it fine leg.
No, he wasn't.
It was a scoop, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he wasn't trying to play it fine. He stepped across and he went that because he edged it and he got caught
down leg side.
No, offside.
No, he got caught down leg side.
No, he didn't.
Oh, does the leg stump move if it's a left-handed batsman?
Oh, hang on.
He's a left-handed batsman. He got caught
shit.
down his
Sorry,
leg
you're right.
side.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
So
he's left-handed. You're right.
He's looking.
Yeah.
There must not be a fine. Or he's
Fine
looking
leg.
to try and beat that fine leg or put it over the keeper's head, isn't he?
Yeah, but
thing is, though, it's
annoys
become
me.
a strength for batsmen now, and getting out, they get out, don't they? That's what they think. But Bairstow,
it was a weird wicket, wasn't it? It's a really bad shot.
we'll talk about Bairstow a little bit later on when we talk about this team.
Bounce.
Yeah.
He got.
He made
was
him look like a
unlucky.
mug, right?
Well, he didn't. I don't think so. But
Because he got done by the bounce.
yeah. Well, he kept that should have been round his head where that ball bounced.
Well, he's come down the wicket.
Yeah, exactly. And it just clipped the top of off stump. But he's played a really bad shot.
Stokes has played a great innings, 47 or 48.
Do you think he's maturing a bit?
Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
Did you know he's the vice captain?
Mm.
Do you reckon that might have happened? Because 47 or 48, I'm so pleased to see him end a game because you know what?
Yeah, and that sort of staying there. Like he doesn't have the mindset of, well, everyone knows I smash it, so I can just go out and smash it. And if I get out, it doesn't matter. He's starting to value his own wicket now. And it makes a huge difference, and he looks really good. Him and Wokes look like that's really two good all-rounders, which make a big difference in the team.
So I think if we look at this team now and the India tour that's coming up,
right?
Let's talk just on a one-day basis.
Right. How many one day do we know? How many one days we're playing against? It'll be more. It'll be more than 3.
I don't. You have to probably 5.
Right.
India,
Okay.
won't it?
Is that first?
I don't know.
Right. Okay.
That's what I actually wanted to say.
Go on.
Was how nice was it to have the ODIs first? We saw in 2005 England versus Australia. It sets up the test series.
For me, if you have the test series first, I don't care about the ODIs.
Let's have the ODIs first, so we can have a taster of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And also, it's kind of like not a letdown because the ODI is coming. Like, well, it's coming who cares? We beat you in the test series.
Yeah, exactly. Because the test series is to me, that's what matters.
And me,
like that's where let's see who wins and loses.
So let's just run through an ODI team to go and play India. Roy and Hales have got to come back in, haven't they? Roy's out with injury and Hales is out with.
He just didn't want to go. Yeah.
They've got to come back in, haven't they? So that means Vince and Billings. Well, Vince won't.
Root would be 3, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so that's Duckett's space. Now Bairstow hasn't had the best at all.
No, but you have to pick him.
Well, I don't think you can. Owen Morgan's got to come in.
Oh,
And that's that top 4 done. Then you got Stokes, Butler, Moeen and the bowlers. It's harsh, isn't it, one-day cricket? That team is really, really competitive and they're all on each other's tails, aren't they? Because Billings and Duckett do well. Duckett's had a good series. Billings is his first, I think this is his 5th game in ODIs, and that's his first score over 50. Duckett's in the best form he's been in. That's what's
I think Duckett's got a better chance of getting a spot in the test team because of the Vince's spot.
So, how nice is it to see?
Well, that's when you start getting really good.
Yeah,
is when it's competitive for every position.
The best
when Johnny Bairstow isn't getting in your team.
Yeah, you know,
it's like we have a strong side.
And the same with somebody like Duckett, who's been in the best form of his life in county.
Yeah. How old's Duckett? He's young, isn't he?
He's got to be young.
Yeah, I think he's like 22 or something. So he's that's really good. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Because how long ago? Yeah, how long ago was it where you're like, wow?
What was it? 2 years ago when we got knocked out of the World Cup by Bangladesh?
Just embarrassing.
Yeah, we got embarrassed.
And it's like this just absolute dog. To now, it's like, well, yeah, really competitive against anybody.
I think to end, I wanted to ask you who your man of the series would have been. I already know the answer they've given.
Oh, right, I don't. Genuinely.
The man of the match today was... Well, guessing the man of the match...
Was it Rashid, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Right, yeah, you said earlier.
Adil Rashid. Man of the series.
Man of the series, I'd probably give it to the Bangladesh captain. I think he's done really well.
Though, do you think losing a series...
Yeah, it always makes it hard for you. But what? All right.
No, I think he didn't get it, but I think he was harsh not to get it.
Yeah. Stokes
got it.
Did he?
I think there was a few contenders. There was Mortaza, the Bangladesh captain.
Yeah, I think he's really like if Bangladesh won today, he would get that.
Kays did really well. Got 100 and got 46 today.
Yeah.
But
what about Rashid?
Rashid and Ball.
Yeah.
Both bowled really
Rashid's taken a lot.
And
what did he get? A fifer. Got 4 today. What did he get in them?
No, he got 4, 2, and 4. So he's picked.
Did he not get a fifer?
No, his Ball got the fifer.
Oh, it was Ball. Yeah, sorry.
And Ball's played really well.
Yeah. I think Rashid's more up for that than Ball.
Well, yeah.
But I think Stokes.
Though it was nice to see Ball effectively not.
How's Stokes done bowling? It's all right, isn't he?
Yeah, but
it's not really.
I think what the strong suit of this team is they've got 6 bowlers, so Stokes doesn't need to be given full 10.
Yeah,
but Moeen got the full 10 because being a spinner, and but Moeen bowled well. Moeen bowled really well.
It annoys me.
But I think that's going to be that for It's a 2-1 England win the series. It was a nice
not as comfortable as our predictions, is it?
No, well, we thought 3-0. We underestimated Bangladesh.
I had no idea the pitch would be like that. I didn't think the pitch.
They would be drier rather than.
I don't really know, but I wasn't expecting them to
be that slow.
To be just killing the ball when it pitches.
And I wasn't expecting them to be all day-night games. I thought we might have a day game where the dew might not come into all the wet, because when it becomes wet and becomes.
If you heard, if the commentators said something about the dew or something,
well, it's hard not to miss it when you're watching it. You know what I mean? Like the bowlers are asking for the ball.
You reckon that's what is making Butler's mind up, whether he bats or bowls?
Yeah, I think it's a big because it does 2 things, doesn't it? Helps England significantly because they don't have to bowl with it. And also,
have we won every toss?
Hinders Bangladesh, which Bangladesh
haven't we batted first?
Yeah, batted first in the first game, didn't we?
Right.
We made 310.
And then we won through our brilliant bowling.
Yeah.
So why is the dew come into play after that? And he thought we can't bowl in the wet.
Well,
if you see what I'm saying.
Maybe they found it difficult. The bowl in the wet with the dew.
Okay.
because that ball becomes soft. You want to
Well, was that the one? Was that the one with the ball's an absolute?
Well, the ball's being changed every game, mate.
Right.
during the game.
Because looking at that game, the ball looked much better.
I think
Did they change it in that one as well?
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
I think. Let me just have a look. I think the test match is on. I think the test match is next week. Let me just.
I'm looking forward to see what the team will be. Are you excited to see what the team will be?
Yeah, I want
it's
to see
kind of
Gareth
good
Batty's
now, isn't
had a
it?
go.
It's kind of good.
So it's on Thursday the 20th, which is going to be a week today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, we're a week tomorrow. Really, we're filming this rather late. So, what do you want to do about a podcast
Filming.
next week,
Filming.
Because we've got our rainy day podcast is supposed to come out every Sunday. There's not a game, but England will play Thursday. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It could go on to Monday. Do we not give out a rainy day podcast because there's a game going on and it might finish on that week?
Oh, well, I think we'll see how we feel.
Because the latest. I tell you what, the latest it will finish is on the Monday. So we'll do one podcast for that game, and then if it finishes on the Monday and we don't get a game that week, we'll put out a rainy day podcast the following Sunday.
Yeah, sounds like
Keeps everything sweet.
yeah,
doesn't it?
that's good.
Just a quick thank you to those who've listened so far.
Well, yeah, I think we've had a few views, which wasn't one of us.
Yeah.
So someone's accidentally clicked on it or something, but there's no comments or anything yet. Have we received an email yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked the email. I don't think.
We need to be. You need to be on the emails, mate. I bet it's rammed.
Have we got a follower on Twitter yet?
No,
We haven't got a subscriber on YouTube either.
nah. But early days,
So
mate.
please
early
subscribe.
days. Yeah, subscribe.
We're not going anywhere.
No,
We've done
we'll
the-
keep
we've done the
going.
f-
We
we've done
don't.
the fourth one.
We don't even care
weeks.
if you subscribe. We could keep going anyway. So I don't think you're putting us off by not subscribing and not viewing our stuff.
Don't be one of these people that checks on the page. You know, one of these people that's like, oh, the game's just finished. We'll check if they've uploaded.
Right.
Subscribe so you know when we definitely have uploaded. 'Cause this one's gonna
I
go
do that.
a little bit later.
Do you do that?
No, well, I used to.
I
but
never subscribe to
I've
stuff.
become ingrained in the YouTube life.
All right. Yeah, I don't subscribe. It's bad, isn't it? You've got to practice what I preach.
So you can find us on the Long Hop Podcast Twitter, which is at Long Hop Podcast.
Yeah.
The email, I haven't got the information in front of me, is longhoppodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If both those things are wrong, double check in the description.
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh, sweet.
You got it right.
So, yeah, check us out on either one of those two. Give us a follow. Give us a.
Yeah,
Email us if you
give
want
us some
to.
information. What do you think about it? I want some feedback from anybody. Has anyone actually managed to listen to the end of one?
Well, this has gone for 37 minutes. We better cut. So, yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys, and thanks for the support so far. Anything you want to say?
No.
Sweet.